So I gathered 50 metalcore vocalists that are actively in the scene right now doing stuff and are actively metalcore. Okay. So no bands that were metalcore and are like rock now.
Don't stop on me again.
Don't die on me now, coward.
Alright, who we at?
We just finished with Hunter from Sleepwaker. Up next we got our boy fucking... We got Jake Luhrs in the chat from ABR, August Burns Red. Mr. I've done the same scream for 35 years.
I'll put him, I would say, like, I just C, high C for me. Like he is good and he is legendary.
He's consistent.
August Burns Red is huge, they're a great band. Lyrically, he does great. Performance-wise,
he's a great guy too. I feel like that's a lot of times why people love his vocals. It's just like he's an enjoyable person.
He is, yeah.
He's a very likable guy. But like, if we're going off of vocal prowess alone, like
I've never been a
lack
huge
of range,
fan.
weird pitch screams that just like didn't work in my opinion.
Yeah,
just kind of very basic bread and butter, but also kind of silly sometimes. There's that one song, the Phil drowned the yard. Oh my god, it makes me giggle when he does those things. I mean, I would be fine if you wanted to put him above Craig or something as a watcher, but personally, I'd put him below there. I'd put him like just under.
I'd put him about right there.
Yeah. Just not very like...
Alright, no shade.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
Personally.
Right, again, great guy. But just... The band is big for their instrumentation.
For sure.
Like, let's be real.
Sure.
Like, it's not because Jake's in the band.
The drums and the guitars.
Yeah,
for sure.
Alright, up next we got James, the original vocalist, now the current vocalist of Ocean's 8 Alaska.
Okay.
So he left for a while, and then Jake was the vocalist, and now James is back.
Gotcha.
So he's the current Ocean's vocalist. He's pretty cool.
I like him.
Got a lot of range in his screams. He's got like yells, he's got like the false chord highs, he's got cool mid, he's got a low, kind of like guttural, he can pig squeal, and he sings too. His singing leaves a little to be desired.
I'd probably put him like above Craig and Jake in C, or like low B.
Low B.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah, he's got like, the range is nice though, but yeah, I don't think he's like astounding. Like I'd probably put him like maybe above Dave.
Middle B.
Yeah, like
I'd be okay
probably
with
enjoy
that.
Elijah more than I think that's like where I stop. Like when I'm like, you know, if I compare like, okay, to After the Burial, I think I like Jake.
Yeah.
To these two, I think I like Jake. Dave, I still think I like Elijah. That's where it gets like, yeah. No, I don't think so.
I feel that. Yeah, poke him out there a little bit.
Out, yeah. Hey there.
Just hanging out, just chilling.
I'm in low beat here. How's it going? That's a respectable place to be.
Jamey Jasta.
Jamey Jasta,
the
dude.
boy.
Another legend.
Oh yeah. I'd put him in A personally.
Yeah, he's got a cool sound too. Like that's that metalcore that you like, that American metalcore that you don't like. None of these. I don't think there's another vocalist in this tier list that has a scream like his, and I think that says a lot for him as a vocalist. Like. Yeah. I agree. I think A is a fine spot for him.
I'd probably put him like right.
It'd be weird to put him like.
Maybe like right above Chris. What do you think in A?
He's good, man.
He's good.
And he's like, I don't know. I feel like he's almost gotten better too. Like I listened to one of their newer songs, like in preparation for this list, because we made that playlist. I was like, damn, dude, this dude's what I remember, but better. Yeah. Like. He doesn't have a crazy range, but at 3 or 4 he does. Pretty fucking solid.
Well, and he's a hardcore vocalist.
Right,
and so it's very aggressive and raw, which I really enjoy.
And lyrically, I remember hearing, I think Threshold was it? Like Beyond the Threshold or something like that when I was younger, and that was one of those first metal songs where I was like, whoa, this is kind of heavy emotionally, you know? Yeah, I respect Jamey a lot. I think
A is good for him. Yeah.
I even right on Chris, maybe like above him. Like I think I would listen to Hate Brain more than I would Emotionless, at least in my current state of like age in life.
Right.
But yeah, that could be argued for sure. You could put them like if this is your tier list, put Chris above, put him below. But yeah, I like A. I think that's a good spot
for sure.
For him.
He's great. Yeah.
Like mid A. It's got a cool voice, man. Cool voice. Cool screams. Next we got Jamey Hales, the vocalist of Polaris.
Ooh, I like him a lot.
I do too.
I like him a lot, dude.
Like I think I'd put him like maybe even above Courtney.
Yeah, he's up there, man.
His scream's cool, bro.
It's really
like he's got a cool scream.
I like it a lot, dude.
His mid's fucking unique. It's loud.
Yeah.
It's in your face. It's enunciated.
It's full. It's powerful.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Band is super sick. Like they've been sick since 2017, and they've only gotten cooler since then.
Yeah.
Like
I'd put him right next to Courtney or like right after her.
Yeah.
Like somewhere in A, right? Yeah.
Like high A, yeah. Like I think Caleb's shown more.
Yeah, I wouldn't put him above Caleb personally.
But I think right above Courtney. Like
Polaris.
He's like a good in between those two.
Dude, Polaris is so sick.
They're very. That's like when anytime somebody's like, "Yo, give me new metalcore," I'm like, "Have you heard Polaris?" Yeah, that's literally the first. Like Polaris is like S tier metalcore to me.
Yeah, they're great. Polaris fucks.
Yeah, Polaris fucks hard. Up next, Jason Butler.
Okay. Dude.
Fever, and then also Let Live. Like,
I'd probably put him like mid S tier.
I was gonna, dude. I'm happy you said that.
I was gonna say like mid S tier.
He might be my S tier, dude.
He's good.
I think he's one of my favorite like frontmen of like all time.
Oh, he's so good.
His energy is like unrivaled. It's few and far between that you get a vocalist whose personality comes out in their music. You know,
the emotion.
Right.
You hear it in his voice and his fucking. I remember watching them live, and his fucking stage antics.
They're crazy.
He literally like scaled up this like pillar and climbed 25 feet above the stage on the scaffolding up top and hung upside down, just like, I was like, dude, like this guy's sick.
Yeah, Nicole asked me like, well, what's the most emotional show you've been to? And I thought about it for a second. I was like, I saw Let Live at the Quesadilla Factory.
Yeah,
and
dude.
It was like, dude, like the whole crowd was like crying. Like Jason, that was like, there's like this legendary picture of him on his knees, like, and the crowd has the mic and he's just like sobbing into his hands because it was when Fake History was out.
Okay.
And everyone like knew the whole album. Yeah. And he just couldn't believe it. He was just like, what the fuck? Like,
S tier.
Yeah,
I
Jason's
put him up
awesome,
in S
bro.
for sure.
Getting chills talking about it.
You know you're a bad motherfucker when other musicians get chills talking about you.
For real,
That's
man.
for sure.
He's awesome. I'm glad we could agree on that for sure.
I like how too both S tiers have been like, dude, like this guy's so sick. Like we're just like about this guy. Like we know for a fact, like this guy is S tier for sure.
No contest. Yeah, straight up. That's awesome. Up next we got another dude that's been in it for a grip, a very respectable vocalist.
Jamey McKinnon.
Jamey McKinnon. I almost didn't put this in here because I was like, they're like rock now, right? But they have a couple songs on their new album that's pretty metal.
Yeah.
So I think we could put him in here.
I'd put him right next to Courtney again.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a high A tier because not only has he been in it for so long, I feel like that's shown his actual range. Like he might not do it anymore, but like he's got the chops. He's a really unique lyricist, I've noticed. Like if you've like read the lyrics to like Scream Along or just for the sake of it, his word placement is very unique. Where like when you hear what you hear on the record and then you read it, you're like, oh, that's what he's saying. Like that's weird. That's like like kind of wordplay.
No, I'd put him A for sure.
I agree with that. You say above or below Courtney?
Just right next to, you know, either or.
Yeah, you could argue either or.
Right.
I think I like the Polaris guy more personally. So
he's so good.
It's like teetering.
Polaris is. I gotta listen to Polaris today.
I know, dude.
I'm getting all excited.
Hypermania after this.
Just like Let Live, Polaris.
Oh my god. That's funny. Yeah, he's a legend. I think he's a confident, like, I feel like if you're in that genre too, he's a great, like, look to this guy for what you should sound like, or like try to emulate rather.
Right.
Up next we got Jesse.
Okay.
From Killswitch.
Jesse, he's
currently in
good
Killswitch,
shit.
obviously,
and good shit.
OG from Killswitch. I personally, like, I know he's a legend in it, but like personally not ever been like too into his vocals.
Yeah.
He's always had this weird like fry to it when his singing. Almost, it's weird, dude. I don't want to be that guy, but like, why? He almost sings like how Howard sings, but like, just like I like Howard's voice more.
Yeah.
And I don't. That could just be a thing of being in Killswitch, right?
Yeah.
But like, they almost have that same like cadence and inflection. So when I don't mean to always compare them, but like the fact that they kind of sing like each other.
I think a lot of that has to do with probably the producing in the Killswitch stuff because they like that sound. I would probably put him like...
He's like a good, confident vocalist.
He is for sure. And live, he's not bad either. He's not bad live. So
he's singing, like, he's got a good singing voice too. It's very, like, soaring, you know? It's just leaves, I don't know, it's always left me, like, a little to be desired. And
I'd say, like, middle B or, like, high B, personally.
I was going to say, I think I would like him more. Because he is good. I think I like him more than Chad Gray, honestly.
I was going to say the same thing. I was like, I think he's probably better than Chad Gray. But, you know.
Yeah, maybe he's the gatekeeper for B tier.
Yeah, there you go. Jesse. Yeah. That's a great
Jesse on the top of B tier and Anthony on the bottom of B tier. Like, I feel like that makes sense, honestly.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's no more beer tears.
Yeah, I know we're running out of beer tears,
There's gonna
man.
be a whole bunch more beer tears.
Well, here we go.
Okay, up next we got Joel Birch from the Amity Affliction.
Okay.
Frontman of that band.
Yeah.
Curious to hear your thoughts on this.
I do like his voice. I haven't seen them live, so I can't really say on that. Lyrics are okay. I'd probably say that's a tough one, man. Like CB, somewhere in C or B, like high C, low B for me personally.
Yeah.
Because again, it's never been like a voice where I'm just like, that dude can sing or that dude can scream.
Right.
It's like he can sing and he can scream, but it's that kind of like run of the mill
I think the
type of
like,
sound. Like no offense.
Right. No, I
Amity Affliction's great. I love Amity
I agree in
Affliction.
that sense. I think a lot of what carries them is the lyrical content of like, just because it's like open, I guess, and honest.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people can empathize with that.
I'd probably shove him like somewhere over here.
Like low mid tier.
Low mid tier B. Like right about
like just
there.
below Dave.
Yeah.
I back that because
right about there.
He's never really wowed me. Like he's kind of always had like the same like sounding scream like since like the Anchor days to now, and it's like if it wasn't for like the emotional side of like the lyrics, I don't think. And honestly, the bass player, dude, the bass player's voice is super good.
Yeah,
like the singer, like the bassist has a terrific singing voice
for sure.
So yeah, I don't know. I've never been like super enthralled in the
let's move him back.
Joel Birch lore.
Yeah, right here. Speaking right about there.
Especially, looking at Danny and Eric, like, I could see him and Eric being neck and neck, but I honestly think I like Danny more.
Yeah,
so it's
I was gonna say.
Right there.
I definitely like Eric
I think he's better
more.
than Anthony, that's fair to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. I like that. I think you're right on that.
Cool.
It was a good readjustment, honestly.
Know your place, bitch!
Know your place, Joel! I don't care how much bleach you drown in. Okay, up next we got John Mess from Dance Game Dance.
Ooh, John. He's the OG one, right?
Yeah, he's been in the band. I think he only left for one album, and then Will did the vocals for a little bit. But
he's good.
Yeah, and he's grown too. Like he's actually gotten like to the best that he can be in that genre. I feel like he used to just have kind of like a sporadic like but now he's like really got it. He can like pitch scream, you know. He can like talk the screams. He can really go in. Like, but again, he's got the one sound,
scream,
So that does limit him quite a bit.
I would probably put him like
he's a good vocalist.
Maybe right above Andy.
Really?
Because I feel like I'm more impressed by what he can do, I think, than Andy personally. But not saying that like
like
tonally sounds better.
Like
it's just
Andy
like
in 5 years will probably take the spot. He's got more of like a matured version of it.
Maybe even like right, you know what I mean? Like right, just looking over his shoulder, like right about here. That's where I would put it. Like low A.
I think I'm on the other side of the teeter personally, but I'm okay with this. Like those two rivaling and like give or take either way.
It's a similar sound too. It's a similar vibe.
Yeah. The only thing I knock John for is that he just does not have the variety that Andy does. Like Andy can sing also and do lows and do like guts and stuff. Like John's got a really cool scream and pitch screams, but not much outside of that. Like, his lyrics are unique and cool for sure.
Right, I gotta give him points for the lyrics.
Those are pretty fun, and he's grown clearly. Like, he's shown growth. I think low A tier's fine. I'm fine with it. This is
cool.
This is good.
Jonathan Vigil.
Up next we got another OG.
Oh,
Jonathan
his
Vigil
scream
from Inside.
is so good.
Yeah, dude. The video
it's so
I
unique and raw.
I don't know if you know this. They finally put out like another video from the live show with the live audio.
Oh fuck yeah! The same one we went to.
Yeah, the Cali show, dude.
Is it recently?
Yeah, they like just put it out. While I was looking for, I was like, what's the most recent song they put out? Is it that Aftermath song?
That's wild.
Dude, the vocals, man. Like, I'm glad I did because it reminded me how much I like Jonathan's vocals. Because honestly, the new record was like okay. Like it wasn't my favorite thing, but bro, hearing him scream live, I'm like, god damn, this is sick.
Takes me back.
Right, dude.
We were standing right next to Ronnie Radke, double fisting two tall Bud Light boys.
And Lil Xan was there.
Lil Xan was there, yeah.
Dude.
So good. So good.
Yeah, dude. And Vigil too, like, he's the king of like one-liners, bro.
Yeah.
He has always wrote cool ass.
And they're never cringy. They're just like, badass,
cool
dude. Let's go.
It's like, it's like weirdly like positive badass.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. And he sounds the same or better live than he does on the record.
Right.
So he can do this shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, he's good.
It, like,
we're like right over here.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, dude, Vigil's awesome, man. His lyrics too have always, like I just said, have just fucking always hit me, man. He's so good, and his voice works perfectly for it. Like if he was doing like it would not work at all. Like the fact that it's so enunciated, I love that spot. God, yeah, dude, we're metalcore boys.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm fucking vibing exactly what you're feeling on that. Yeah, just above Jamey, like and. Not quite as... He's got a similar singing voice to Jeremy McKinnon, too, so that's funny that it's, like, they're pretty close to each other. Yeah, I agree. He's, like, mid-A tier. He's what a lot of vocalists, I think, like, should aspire to sound like in that genre. He's, like, a good beacon of, like...
Overall, cool frontman, vocalist.
Yeah, great frontman.
Great. Just really, really great.
Another rival to this.
Oh, shit.
Pretty similar, honestly, in sound and
JT.
style.
I just played Apex with him.
Oh, really?
Like, last week.
That's hilarious.
He's actually pretty good. He's doing great.
Yeah, he's a gamer, bro. I'm pretty sure he's Twitch streams, too, right?
Yeah,
That's awesome. Yeah, he's great. I don't know if you ever listened to Bloodwork by Texas in July. The record they put out right when they broke up.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Dude, I cannot believe that record didn't blow them up. That's like some of the sickest metalcore that's like really been out, and he's great in era. Like he's shown his stuff more recently. I think the first 2 albums they did they're good, but it's like not really. The
new stuff is really.
The new stuff is
really
like,
good.
Whoa, JT's really like showing his range. He's doing these cool pitch screams in here and like kind of singing like low key and like he's strong. Like I would honestly say. Like, as much as we just gushed about Vigil, he's like a Vigil plus. Like, he's kind of got the same scream that Vigil does.
Right.
He doesn't have the emotion that Vigil does, which I think is fair, but he's got a better, stronger range, I think.
Yeah.
So, like, in terms of prowess, I feel like he's a little bit better than Vigil, but in terms of emotionality, he's not... Like, he doesn't give you that tingle that Vigil does, you know? So, like, where it's like the last 10 seconds of life thing. Like, the original vocalist is... insane, and where the new guy is like he does the same thing, but it's just like there's no luster. There's no glitter on top. You know?
There's no sparkle on the doo-doo.
Exactly. Yeah,
I would put him right next to Jamey Jasta.
That's fair. Yeah,
I think
just below Vigil.
Or like right next to him.
It's like the gauge in between those.
Very comparable. I feel like
Okay, up next. This is. I don't know if you know like much about the repertoire, but this is Landon Tewers.
I fucking definitely know Landon Tewers.
I think Landon Tewers is like one of my favorite vocalists of all time. So I might be biased on this, but I think he's S tier.
I would say I would put him like right behind.
Yeah, I think he's not quite as like Jason Butler, but he's
like right there.
Absolutely shown himself to have like
and the
incredible range. Go ahead.
Well, it's exactly what you were saying. Just like the range he has, even with the different types of songs, different genres that he does. He sounds good in like rap and metalcore and deathcore and like
shit.
Extreme metal
he's done
and rock,
even, like,
parody
really well.
shit. Yeah,
so many things, and like the recent stuff he's been doing, it's like so beautiful. Good. It's like dude, Landon's voice, his he can sing so fucking high, and he does those like. Like the Sam Carter like yells on the pitch screams on those really high notes, and it's like
he's great.
Fuck, dude, Landon has more than like 10 times given me chills on a song.
Oh, and for sure.
I feel that's when I'm looking at this list, like absolutely he
S-tier
he jumps on the rest of the list as to where he is. Yeah,
he's great. I feel like he doesn't get he gets a lot of attention for what he does, but I feel like he just doesn't get as much as he really should.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Like he puts out a solo song that's fucking amazing. Maybe gets like 100K views, where it's like, dude, you should get like 10 million views for this shit. Like it's so good. You know what I mean?
He should be on like Genius or some shit. Yeah. Doing things like that with how talented this dude is, honestly.
Yeah, he's great. S tier for sure.
Up next we have Marcus Bridge. He's the vocalist of Northlane.
Oh yes, Northlane.
The one who replaced Adrian.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't know if it's just me, but I've never really enjoyed his screams personally. Yeah. I felt he's a really good singer and really has a good ear for like harmonies. You know, he writes really good harmonies and he's able to sing them well. He's catchy. But dude, the screams have just never done anything for me personally.
I'd probably throw him somewhere like over here in B.
Maybe even here, actually.
Like here?
No, not too much. Because he's a good singer, but maybe like the screams...
here?
Like just above Ryan?
Just above Ryan? Well, actually, I don't know if I would say
that's what I was saying. Like, maybe better than Garrett, but not better than Ryan.
Yeah, I'd put him like right there.
Okay, just above Elijah.
Yeah.
So he's like the middle of B tier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like dead middle.
Yeah, dead middle
B-tier.
B tier.
Yeah,
okay.
for sure.
Yeah,
He's good. He's definitely good.
He's
but you're
good,
right.
But there's no wow factor.
Exactly.
Would that like I feel like the upper echelon of B tier kind of has like something that's like they do this plus this cool crazy thing, whereas he's a good singer. Mm-hmm. I might even put him below Elijah now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, moving back a little bit.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
I mean, I'd be fine with that.
Okay.
Like maybe
cool.
it's like right over there.
Like right where Jake is. Yeah. Honestly.
That'd be perfect.
Or not Jake. God, the other Jay. James. God, their names are so similar. Okay.
Oh, dude.
Matt Honeycutt, bro.
High A or
high
A for sure. Because
At
like
least.
he doesn't. I will say like his range is very limited to like that one like.
The wrestler.
Like it just like. Fucking bitch. Exactly, but it's so angry. It's so aggressive.
And his lyrics, I always use it as a great example of like the fry dynamic to like false chord stuff.
Yeah.
And, like if Jerry McKinnon were to say the lyrics that Matt writes, like it would just like kind of sound cringy probably.
Sure, yeah.
But when Matt does it, you're like, bro, this dude's about to kick my ass.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude, say what you gotta say.
Yeah.
Say it with your chest.
I'll put him right below Jamey on A.
Yeah, I think I like that. I would say he's better than Vigil, but like he doesn't have, like you said, the range kind of limits where how high you can go with that one thing.
That one thing is so sick.
The chills, bro.
For that one voice. Woo. So good. For sure.
Yeah, Matt Honeycutt is a fucking beast, dude. Man, but now I'm looking like I definitely like Matt more than I like Courtney. Like I'm thinking almost Courtney needs to be below between Jeremy and Matt.
How about let's put all the rest of them there and then we can rearrange.
Okay, I like that. Go through. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think I've done that with the tier list. That's a good idea. That's fine for that. That's a good hold. Yeah, right now we got Matt Tuck from Bullet from my Valentine.
Very unique.
Yeah, he's got a really
very
distinct
unique
voice.
Sound.
Screams are okay.
Great singer.
Yeah, terrific singer for sure.
Screams are okay. Screams are screams.
Yeah.
For sure.
Screams are screams.
Lately, for me, it doesn't do much as it used to.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, but back in the day, man, Bullet, and I love Bullet so much.
Dude, Hand of Blood is like one of my favorite. Like, if we're doing like OG
Forwards
playlists,
of Choke Pond, all that shit.
Dude, there's some OG classics.
Fuck, man.
But yeah, like you said, current day status, like it does hinder, like where I'd put him. Like I'd probably put him
like maybe below Andy, but like maybe somewhere right around here in A, or like honestly
just above Hunter maybe.
That or like also gatekeeping with Jesse.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like that's kind
He's
of
definitely on par. I might even okay.
Just like right in like just kind
barely
of peeking out over Jesse's shoulder there.
B plus.
Like right about there.
Just like, hey buddy, you mind if I?
Because I will say like compared to Jesse, I feel like Matt has a much more unique,
He's got a more defined
voice.
sound,
and then everything else is kind of similar. With like someone like Jesse, their sound, the screams, it's very like.
Plus, Matt plays guitar too, which is impressive.
That's true.
Yeah, so
that's very true. Gotta give him a point for that.
Yeah, you could argue like he steps his toe into A tier.
Yeah, it's barely.
I almost feel like it's more rewarding to give him the highest B than it is to give him the lowest A.
You're right. Yeah.
Up next, we got somebody that, in my opinion, has just lost all luster.
I have not heard anything from him in a long time.
Would you like to?
I don't know. I was
have you heard anything
to be honest. Yes.
Then you've heard this.
Okay, well there you go.
The guitars are sick in this stuff. Like the Memphis instrumentals have always been sick.
Yeah.
Dude, Matty, man. You say your sentiment because mine might be harsh.
Well, no, I was probably about thinking the same thing, maybe a little bit nicer, but I've never listened to that band and at any point in time been excited about the vocals.
Yeah.
And like he can sing very well. He does have a good scream, or like he has his
he's got his
scream, you know.
Turn the world around.
Right, but it's
the world around.
I don't know, like personally, I mean, I would say for me, I would put him like lowest C. I mean, we don't have anyone in D yet. I don't know if he's really a D tier vocalist, but
this is the thing about tier list too, is that the ratings of like S to F are only inquisitive of what is in here. So like if he is D, it doesn't mean he's a D list vocalist. It just means out of this list,
right?
He ranks the low. Yeah, because he doesn't have like
low
he's
C, high
boring.
D.
Yeah.
Like, is what I would probably say.
I think that the fact that he's been in the game like as long as most of these vocalists and has just changed nothing
about his style.
Oh, yeah,
or
like he sings
like...
exactly the same. He screams exactly. There's no like risks taking. Like the lyrics are. Like, he's older too, and he's writing lyrics that like teenagers would relate to, like rather than like where he should be emotionally. I feel like I don't know. It just doesn't work for me at all. Like I don't know. There's just nothing about him that I'm like.
I would feel comfortable with a high D on that. Just personally, I've never been a huge fan.
I agree.
You know?
I wasn't sure how we feel about that. I wasn't sure if you were a Memphis fan or not.
Not really. I just never...
Just never been impressed, honestly.
There's nothing that ever hooked me with that band. Like, they were like, it was like cool riffs, bob your head, okay, kind of catchy chorus. But it was all just like, it just seemed very like minimal Rise record tone type of singer. Definitely. And, you know.
I think the instrumentals are the best part of that band, for sure.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Up next, we got another OG, Mike Hranica with a picture with his nice teeth.
Let the sword me. I won't. Dude, their new stuff
is
really sick.
It's very cool. I didn't like Zombie EP2 personally, but the new album, wow,
it's really cool.
What's it called? The something
I don't remember the name of it, but I listened to it.
Wowza, yeah.
It's really good. I would say he's had like a weird arc, cause like vocally he's a very strange sounding vocalist.
He's an anomaly for sure.
For sure, but it's incredibly unique, and I fucked with old Zombie EP back in the day. That was like
Escape, bro.
Dude,
fuck.
That EP was something I blasted for like a year straight.
I got a little. I pre-ordered the EP, and I got a zombie comic book that came with it.
Oh, that's fucking sick.
They were the characters in it. It was so tight.
That's so cool. But then then they kind of like got more poetic and slow and ambient, which I wasn't too about.
Like
I felt like
blues and stuff.
Yeah. But then this new stuff is like really sick. He sounds more distinguished now, than he used to back in the day.
I agree.
Which is good. It's like progression. It's evolution.
It's a very sandwichy art where it's like started out unique, got like. This is like experimental, kind of weird, and now it's like, whoa, he's like pretty refined right now. The more we're talking about him, the more I realize how much I do like his voice and how unique it is. I might like personally.
I was gonna put him right there in A.
Just I like looking. I think he's better than Andy.
Yeah.
And John Mess, but like Chris is like a good holder where like that's the threshold. I feel like you don't.
I feel like him and Chris would be pretty level. You know, give or take a little bit. So I agree with that.
Okay,
I like that spot for sure.
He's proven himself. Uniqueness alone, I feel like, carries him quite a ways in this argument. Yeah, good for you, Mike.
Good for you.
We just made fun of him hardcore and then put him in like a good A tier. Like, we just roasted the guy, but we do like it. Let the sun me. My birthday. Up next, we got the fucking two least exciting people ever.
Oh no.
Mike and Michael, vocalists of Volumes.
Oh.
I've always been a guy that's thought if you've got two vocalists, like you better have a good fucking reason for it. This band has never fulfilled that reason for me. Like either Mike should have just been the OG vocalist, or Michael, I'm sorry, and then once Mike Terry joined, it should have just been him. But now we got Mike and Mike, and they just both are like okay.
Yeah, I've felt that way for a long time about Volumes, where I love the fucking music. There's some stuff they do that's cool, but
vocally it's just always been like
it's always been kind of just there.
Yeah, it's just a snooze fest, like
kind of. Yeah, I'd put them like a low C. Just never been too excited about I love the music of Volumes.
They're lucky Gus isn't in this. You're lucky he's not in this band because you guys would be a fucking F tier right now.
God.
But yeah, the two of them, like you said, dude, two people doing like in one okay job. Like you guys sharing a broom right now, like sweeping the floor.
And Mike, the screamer, he's always just had that like one scream.
And you know what sucked?
That one sound.
They put out a new song. It doesn't even sound like that anymore. It sounds like bad now.
Really?
Yeah, they put out a new music video, the one that the screenshot's from. Which, by the way, I need to say this. I'm sorry. Like, I loved a lot of Volumes music. Don't get me wrong. But they should get an award for the least fucking inspired music videos of all time, bro.
Damn.
When have you ever watched a Volumes music video and you're like, this video's sick, bro? It's just them and like a guy with a shaky cam, and they're just like hanging out.
Yeah.
Like they're just like walking somewhere,
right.
or like just like here's my guitar.
Yeah.
Like that's Volumes. It's just
or like a party.
I just constantly uninspired. Like it really shows that like the instrumentation was the inspired parts of this band, and without that, it's just this band just isn't exciting.
Rest in peace, Diego.
Rest in peace, Diego.
Yeah.
And rest in peace, this fucking tier list. You guys are going below. You guys below Maddie, bro.
All right.
Like Mike Terry is a good vocalist too, but in Volumes, he's like a cringe lord. I just don't like it. I don't know, dude. If you disagree, awesome. But fucking, I am so bored of Volumes, dog. Okay, up next we got a guy that made it into both tier lists.
Oliver Sykes.
Oliver Sykes. Obviously, the one album they were deathcore and they were like, they're like alt rock, but they're like, I feel like it's safe to say that they're just fucking metalcore, like, to at least some degree.
I think I like him more than Chad Gray.
I mean, I'd even
probably more than Jesse. Probably
I'd put him
more
at
than
like
Matt.
The low A tier.
Low A,
like below Hunter potentially.
Something like around here,
Oh,
maybe.
even above that?
Maybe like right there. Just because of how like.
His singing voice has improved a ton.
Yeah,
which is, like,
and
pretty notable.
His voice is so legendary. Where it's like you hear that voice, whether it's a scream or sing, it's like that's fucking Oliver. You know what I mean?
That's a good point. Yeah.
So it's like, give him some respect for that. For
looking
sure.
at this, above Hunter and John Mess makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I like Mike a little bit. Like they're pretty neck and like honestly, these three, Chris, Ollie, and Mike are like I'm maybe even like in the middle between them, like so they're neck and neck or something.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like a trio. They're kind of like a sandwich where I kind of like
they should all
like
start a super group.
Honestly.
Oh, I feel good about that.
That's a good point. It's so funny. So Ollie is a good A tier in metalcore and an F in deathcore.
Yeah, right. Hey, just jump genres like Machine Gun Kelly. If you're not doing well in whatever genre you're in, just go to a next one.
Hey, bro, if you mention Bleachers in your pop song, you'll blow up.
Yeah.
Up next, we got Phil That Remains.
Phil Labonte.
He's a unique one. He's had like I don't even know what to call it, like a plateau, I would call it. Where like he's had like a bunch of growth and then he hit his peak and he's just been like, he's good at that.
Yeah.
Like, he's confidently good at that.
I agree. I'd put him probably somewhere like around Dan from Upon a Burning Body. Maybe like over here in
he doesn't really like excite the mind.
I mean, it's just like he's good at the couple things that he does, right? He has really good highs, good mids. I've never liked his lows personally.
That's fair.
They always sounded a little weak to me. And
the OG shit, the moos, like
stuff like that. His singing is okay. You know what I mean? It does the job. Yeah, it's like volume singing type shit.
It's got a guy singing Daughtry at the bar vibes.
A little bit.
Where you're like, oh, that guy's pretty good.
Yeah.
He can sing Daughtry pretty well.
I'd put him right about there.
I back that. Yeah. That's fair. He's never really wowed me in any sense. Yeah. That's fair. I like that. I agree with you. Good call on that one.
Ronnie Radkins.
No, not Ronnie Radke.
Oh, no?
No, this is Ronnie from Born of Osiris.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't put Ronnie in here because he's kind of an asshole. An asshole. Ronnie from Born of Osiris is okay. Like I don't know, they've just
I mean he's a cool dude. I've hung out with him a few times. He's a nice guy. On stage,
whatever.
Gets it done.
Okay.
Gets it done. You know.
He's very
vocally.
He's got like dad that is doing the job to provide for his family, but just doesn't have the heart in it.
I'd put him right here next to Jake in August Burns Red. I feel like that's like right below or right next to for me.
Zero wow factor. Just like always kind of been okay. Not very good enunciation. Hasn't really showed much growth. Lyrics are fun. Experimental. He's got cool vocal placement sometimes, but just.
About right around there for me too.
C tier's fine with me.
Yeah,
that's about
right.
Born
of Osiris for me was always the instrumentals.
Yeah, 100%.
He carries everything in that band.
And honestly, their keyboardist has a better voice in my opinion than
that's the thing.
That's
the thing is I feel like the keyboardist actually does sound really cool.
Yeah, agreed.
So
like them together, they'd probably be a little higher. But I think Ronnie's like a C for sure. Maybe even a low C, but C at least.
Yeah.
Up next we got Rory from Dayseeker.
Dayseeker's cool.
Man, this is an interesting one for me because Dayseeker's cool, like you said, but I like Rory way more than I like Dayseeker, if that makes sense. Like when he does like acoustic songs and like solo stuff, and you get to really hear the rawness of his like singing voice. Like I get like chills when I hear it sometimes. Like he hits those notes, those notes. Yeah, hits those notes, and it's like, whoa, man, this dude's got like a unique, like hurt, soulful, kind of one of those soulful voices, you know, that you're just like born with. And his screams get the job done. They're okay. They're like, they work, but like. In Dayseeker, I'm just not that excited about it, but man.
But him as a vocalist.
I would put him in like a good A tier, like high A tier,
high
maybe.
B, low. I'd probably say like kind of mid A.
I can agree with that. Yeah,
I think over here.
I honestly think like to where Brighton is to where Chris is like that's an arguable range depending on how you feel about him.
For sure.
Because like personally, like the singing like really gets me excited, and I've always liked his lyrics. He's a very like earnest lyricist, but like sometimes I'm a little bored, so it doesn't like propel him into higher tier, like you know the higher ends of higher tier. But yeah,
I put him about right there personally.
I like that.
You like that?
Yeah.
Nice.
Good for you, Rory. That's a good spot for him.
Let's go. I won. I got the right answer.
Yes, I beat the tier list.
I did it. Oh, Ryo, dude.
Yeah.
Oh
dude,
man, he might be close to like I would maybe like low S.
He's so good.
Or like mid S tier.
I'd put him above Caleb. Like maybe the gatekeeper of A. But he's inarguably like an insanely good vocalist.
So good.
Like
he's so good.
I think I would enjoy listening to him more than Caleb, even though he doesn't like sing like Caleb does. His mid's insane. He's got cool lyrics. His lows are beefy, bro. He's got like a couple different lows.
Yeah.
He sings. He's got a higher range. He's like beatboxed. Like he's good.
I'd probably put him like high A.
Yeah, like
for sure. Like right between Caleb and
Polaris. Not quite as Caleb-y.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah.
Cool.
Because Caleb has actually like wowed me multiple times, and Ryo has like wowed me for sure in some parts. But over the years, I still think Caleb kind of has
That's fair, yeah. Caleb's singing voice, bro. Yeah, because Caleb's singing voice is giving me chills. Like,
so good.
Honestly, it screams too. Yeah, that's a good point. I've never like gotten chills from Ryo, but I've definitely been like, wow. Yeah. This dude's good at what he's doing.
Very good.
Like,
yeah.
I like that, yeah. He's like right up there with Polaris, dude, for sure.
I agree.
Okay, man, we've got a lot of Metalcore's got some A tiers, man. This is good. Sure. This is the reason I like this genre.
Sam Carter.
Fuck.
S tier.
Yeah, I was gonna say he might be the like gatekeeper of S tier.
Gatekeeper of S.
For me personally,
I would put him a little higher personally. I'd probably say like mid S.
Okay,
but
that's fair.
Like somewhere between mid and yeah, dude.
He's at least an S, because
so good.
Just for many reasons. Like he's like the Chester Bennington of our metalcore.
Yeah, like, he's so good.
He's got that exact range that Chester has that like nobody can like emulate really.
Right.
And it helps his singing range go up crazy. Dude, he's a great performer. He's consistent too. Like live, never seen a bad video of Sam
his high pitched scream singing shit is like so hard to do,
and he butters
and it's so good.
So good. And their growth even too. Like I know a lot of people aren't stoked on the new Architects like progression, but I think it just shows like their age more than anything. And like seeing that Sam can acclimate and like he sings lower. He doesn't really scream that much in it, but it's still like wow, he's like lowering down in his life, but still managing to be insanely talented.
Yeah.
So yeah, he definitely deserves a spot in Esther. I don't think there's like really an argument about it personally.
Yeah.
I think he's been in the game forever.
Too, man. Live is so good.
Dude. Have you seen that
Orchestra?
That too, but
that was so good.
No, there's a video from like a year or two ago where Stray from the Path did like a live music video for their song First World Problem Child, and Sam Carter's in it.
Oh, I did see that.
Dude, it's like the best recording, and Sam does this like beefy low at the end. It's like, that's cool. Where'd that come from?
Dude, he's so good.
He's awesome, bro. I love that like all of our S tiers were like, this guy, at least S, like instantly.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Okay, up next we got Sean.
Make Them Suffer.
From Make Them Suffer.
I would put him like A, probably.
He's like that standard, right? For like
he's like he's like the
good
Anthony screamer.
He's the Anthony of A tier. I feel like he's like not quite as unique as Hunter, but he's like the guy. Like, you're A tier, bro. You did it. Like
he's got just sick highs, sick lows, sick mids. He's as
cool lyrics too.
As a metalcore screamer. He's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, very unique, consistent, and lyrically, I've always thought he's like a really cool lyricist, and he can do deathcore if he wanted to. Like they used to just be straight up deathcore. Like, Yeah, he's like the golden pony boy for like the entry of A tier, in my opinion. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the part 2 of our metalcore vocalist tier list video. Part 3 will be out very soon. Well, in Dickie Dine's show time, so 3 years or so. And don't worry, if you haven't seen your favorite metalcore vocalist pop up yet, we're still gonna do a part 3 and part 4 to this series, so you still got a chance. Happy Spooky Month!